Hey there, I am Veronica. I am so happy to be with you today. Today we're going to be doing a live Q&A session where you get to decide the topic of this video. You get to ask me questions. I'll be taking questions at random. Hi, Terry-Ann. Hi, Kawika. Hi, Cole. Thanks so much for coming. So you get to decide the topic of this video. It could be anything. I don't even know what the topic is going to be. I do primarily coaching in terms of manifesting relationships, healing broken relationships, manifesting a specific person. And I do manifesting of all sorts. So any area of your life is fair game. Any area where you may be having a problem, an issue, an obstacle, I'm here to help guide you through it. I will be filming some videos today after this live session, so any suggestions for future videos would be gladly appreciated too. Do want to say one quick moment to subscribe to this channel, hit that bell icon. These live sessions I plan on holding often, but at random times. So the only way you're going to know whether or not I'm going live is if you're subscribed and you hit that bell icon to be notified. And then you will get a notification the next time I am live. And you can take part in the session too. I'll be answering random questions. So hope yours does get answered. And let's go ahead and start now. How can you manifest faster? Well, I think that is like the biggest question everyone wants to know. How to make it happen fast, how to make it happen quick. We want things and we want them now, especially in this day and age of having such instant access to things. We have instant access to media, to television shows. I mean, you used to have to wait like a week between episodes. Now you can just watch them right after one in another. So it's like we're so accustomed to getting things fast, getting them now. We send emails instead of letters. We travel the world within a few hours as opposed to taking boats. So it's natural that we want experiences faster too. And I do think that everything has a perfect time and place to hatch, to grow, to sprout in your life. And that's not to say that things are going to take a long time, because I've seen instant manifestations in my own life, in the lives of clients that I've helped. And I do think that instant manifesting is possible. Now, I think that it happens when you're having fun with the process, when you are looking at it playfully, when you are just experimenting with your creative abilities, with your ability to draw something in fast. It's not like you have a dire or desperate need, or you're not in a dire situation where you need it so badly, or otherwise you're going to be in turmoil. It's about saying, you know what, I would love this to happen right now. And you don't have that need associated with it. You just have a free-flowing feeling. Even if it's something you want really badly, you hold it in the right perspective, as in, sure, you want it right now, but you're okay if you have to wait a little bit too. Like, you just want it to be right. So if you can have no attachments to that and you just simply say, you know what, I would love for this to happen. I would love to have that specific person, have that dream car, have that dream job, have that dream wedding. I would just love for it to happen. Sorry, getting a little adjusted here. I would love for it to happen, and I would love for it to happen now, but I'm not attached. Like, it'll happen when it happens, and that'll be right. And I just feel good about it. And I'm just sort of letting it go and letting things come into being whenever. That's when it happens instantly. Okay. I need help moving a relationship to the next level. Well, I think that a lot of times this stems within feelings of worthiness, feelings of being able to have these experiences. Because you might look at other people's relationships and you might feel excluded, like everybody's getting married around me except for me. Everybody has their person moving in with them except for me. You need to look at other examples around you and say, you know what, if there are people taking things to the next level, getting engaged, having babies, all of this, I could do it too. Like, I don't know which level you're referring to, but it's possible. Like, you've gotten your relationship this far, so of course you can take it all the way. You can take it to whatever level you want. Like, there's no limitations. I think a lot of times we exclude these feelings from ourselves as if we're exempt from having these types of experiences, but it's not true at all. You're on this earth to have whatever experiences. Dream big. In fact, I released a video this morning on that very subject. This idea of taking your dreams to, no limits, like reaching for the stars, reaching for the moon. Feel it. Feel the next level. Feel it as part of you. Feel it as inevitable. Don't be resentful because you're not there yet. Just keep feeling like it's going to come, like it's part of my destiny. It's part of my path. It's the reason why I'm with this person. It's the reason why we came together. It's the reason why we're moving forward in this relationship. And also feeling like the person can want the same things as you. I think a lot of times people get hung up on this idea of, oh, does he really want to move in together? Or is she really ready for this next step? And just feel like if you have the desire that it exists somewhere within this person too, and they can naturally come to that conclusion on their own. One thing you do want to watch out for is to not argue with this person in your mind. Like, oh gosh, we should be together. We should be in the next level. Why aren't you? And sort of proving your point. If you're arguing with them in your mind, you are only solidifying this idea of lack. So when you talk to this person in your mind, and you're probably going to think about them often because they're special to you, they're important to you. So when you talk to this person in your mind, imagine you're planning for the future. Imagine you're planning for that dream wedding, or you're planning for moving in together, or you're planning to have them say, I love you, or introduce you to their family or to their friends, all those sorts of things. What if you never had a real relationship and are still single and have no personal evidence? That's okay. Like, you can attract experiences that you've never had before. Like, for example, maybe you want to, there's plenty of people that went from rags to riches. There's plenty of people who manifested like a ton of money that were never wealthy at all. And how did they do it? Because they imagined abundance. There's plenty of people who manifest going on dream vacations. They've never been to those locations before, but they can imagine how they would feel. So even if you've never been in a real relationship, you know what it would feel. Well, you don't know firsthand what it would feel like, but you know what it wouldn't feel like. It wouldn't feel full of sort of lack or strain. Like, it would feel very easy. It would feel very safe. It would feel comforting because these are things you want. And whenever we achieve something we want, we have this like, satisfied moment where we have this huge sense of relief, this huge sense of satisfaction. Like, it's this entire weight that comes off of your shoulders, and you just like, you feel so relieved and so good that you've attained the thing that you wanted. Now, you may not know what it feels like to be in a real relationship, or to be in a loving relationship, or to be in a relationship with this person, but you can sort of imagine what it feels like to reach a goal. You could even look to your past of other goals that you've reached. They don't have to be in terms of relationships. They can be in terms of any subject or any area of your life. And just what it feels like to attain something that you've never had before, that you didn't even think was possible. You didn't even know 100% whether or not it was possible. Just feeling that relief. You could even compare it to holding like 100 pounds of just all this stuff, like even bricks, like something super heavy, like you're holding all this weight, and it's all over your shoulders. It's all over your back. It's like on your head. It's like everywhere. And suddenly you just let go of all of that and it's no longer there. Attaining a goal almost feels like this huge weight is just lifted. And in living in the end result, in getting to that place where you feel like the goal has already been met, you're going to want to visualize that release, that relief. That's what letting go is about. I mean, it's almost like literally letting go of this weight. And it's the weight and the struggle of needing to try. It's about saying, you know what? I deserve this relationship. I deserve a healthy relationship, a strong one. And then just letting all of the struggle go, all of that confusion, all of that ickiness, all of that, blah. And just saying, you know what? It's no longer a part of me. A lot of times people want to wait until they get that goal to make that ickiness go away. No. Imagine it like it's this goo or slime all over you, and you're like lifting it off one by one piece, and you're freeing yourself from that person who is no longer in the relationship. And in figuratively imagining all of this release from you, you can get to that point where you are free to be with this person. You are free to experience this relationship that you want so very badly. Okay, we're going to take some more questions. And if you're just joining us now, thank you for coming. And I do want to say that these live sessions are going to be held random times, unannounced. The only way you're going to know is if you're subscribed and if you hit that bell icon, because then you're going to be alerted exactly when I go online live. And it's going to be fun. I'm going to plan on doing a lot of these because I like talking to you one on one. I like getting feedback and I like helping you on a personal level. How can I manifest my dream college? That's a good one. So, when you think about attending a particular school, the thing that people most automatically think of is the competition involved, especially when it's a school that only takes a few select people. Maybe there's a program you really want to get into and they only take one person. So you say to yourself, usually the tendency is to get all full of anxiety, like, oh my gosh, why would they choose me? And there's so much competition. Don't let yourself go that way. And in fact, the same advice could be applied to a specific person too, this idea of competition. So even if you're not trying to manifest a dream college, like the same advice will hold for a specific person. So in terms of your dream college, you want to see yourself there. You want to see yourself as waking up and getting to go to this beautiful school, getting to interact with these teachers, getting to have the type of education that you want, which will lead to the type of career that you want. Now, imagine yourself what it would be like waking up and having this schedule and being able to interact with people around you. And the most important part of it, too, is this feeling of belonging there, like being needed, being wanted, and having a place within this school. Like, don't see it as a school that only other people get to go to. See it as a school that you absolutely belong to, as if, imagine yourself 20 years in the future, and this is the school that you went to. This is the school you graduated from. And well, I don't know if there's a million, but there's a lot of other people that have already graduated from there. So they've done it. You're no different. You are just a person that has a dream to go to a particular school, and that school offers an education. It offers something, for everyone. So you are absolutely included, even if you think you can't afford it, even if the competition seems fierce, even if you feel like people are going to be better than you, just apply anyway. Imagine yourself there, fall asleep in the assumption, and just let go and see what happens next. I've had plenty of clients that have manifested their school. You just see yourself in that place and it can happen. Should we try scripting? Does that work well too? Of course. Scripting is amazing. And in fact, I think I even mentioned this in my last live video. I plan on doing another recorded video on scripting. Scripting is just about writing down the things that you are wanting to experience, either in the present tense, so you're writing it down as if you're experiencing it now, or you're writing it down in the past tense, almost like a journal entry. So you're saying, this happened today, and I got to experience being with this person, or I got to experience having this sum of money, or being in this particular place. You could do it in any tense you want. I am not a big one on specifically giving you requirements as to how to script. The point of scripting is creating that abundant feeling and those images that naturally float into your mind whenever you're writing a story, whenever you're reading a story. You automatically picture these things in your mind. So it's almost like a shortcut to meditation or daydreaming because you're automatically imagining these things. They're just these thoughts, these images are just coming into your mind. They're floating into your mind so easily, so wonderfully. And you can script as many times as you want during the day. Don't forget to live your life too. When you're trying to consciously manifest something, you're setting these intentions. Scripting is setting an intention, but you want to receive. So you can't just be scripting, because think about it. When you're scripting, you can't actually receive. So you need to allow enough time for the result to actually come to you. So you can't just be doing activities, law of attraction techniques. You just can't do that all day long. Doesn't work, because you have to actually allow room to receive too. And you have to expect that it's actually going to come. And you have to give yourself the freedom to relax into those moments. A lot of times people are afraid that you're giving up if you're suddenly no longer doing work on your desire. You're just kind of being and just letting go. Like they think that that's giving up because it's not there yet, but it's not giving up. It's finally letting the result come to you. If you're constantly doing, how's it going to come to you? So you need to give it a chance to actually come to you. So give yourself the freedom to do nothing for like 3 days in a row and just live your life. You'd be shocked. Those are the moments that the results come. How do you allow room to receive? Wow. It's sort of just in what I was saying. Like, it's about daring to have the courage to just have a day where you live your life now. You don't feel incomplete. You don't feel sad. You don't feel like you're being robbed from these experiences because they're not here yet. You just live your life. And you just sort of make best use of everything that you have in this current moment. And you just kind of do it. And I think a lot of times people are afraid of doing that because they think that then they're signaling to the universe that they are okay in their current set of circumstances and that they need no more. But that's not true at all. The universe gives you what you need the least. So if you are just living your life for a day and you're just kind of doing your thing, as if you never even heard of the law of attraction, you're just doing your thing, you're feeling content, you're making the most of the current relationships, the current friendships you have. Maybe you don't have your romantic relationship yet, but you're not feeling resentful. You're just kind of feeling okay. You don't have to feel elated or excited either. You're just okay. Like those are the moments that the big breakthrough happens. The very thing that leads you to the next big moment comes into being. The universe works behind the scenes. It's always working for your behalf on whatever you've been focusing on. The universe is for you. It's not against you. Sometimes I get these emails saying, why does the universe hate me? Or why is the universe keeping this from me? Or why is the universe mocking me? The universe isn't doing any of those things. All the universe can do is say yes and grant you whatever you are focusing on. It's not going to withhold things from you. It's not going to cause you to have certain prerequisites in order to have experiences come to you. It's not going to make you jump through hoops or make you be 100% positive or say a gazillion affirmations. Like, it's not going to require these things of you. It works on simple suggestions. A lot of times people wonder why negative things manifest faster than positive things, and it's not really true. It's just the negative things you're being more gentle about, even though you don't really want those things. I mean, obviously you're not meaning to do that, But a lot of times you're so free flowing with the negative that's why it comes faster. If you could be more free flowing and to the point with the positives, they would show up just as fast, even faster. How to deal with difficult family members. They don't have to be difficult. Like, seriously, every single relationship in your world can be a positive one. You don't have to deal with difficult people because you can start attracting people that are positive. Even these family members can change. Even if you think they're set in their ways and that there's no hope for changing them, start saying to yourself that there is a part of them that is actually in harmony with the kind of relationship that you want to have with them. They don't have to be negative. They don't have to be against you. They don't have to be bombarding you with bad feelings. Like, they can actually uplift your spirit and they can be something brand new. Like, you could start a brand new relationship with even a mother that's been difficult for years and has belittled you, or that there's past scars with. Like, you can start brand new, fresh, start telling that new story in your mind. In fact, I'm going to be releasing a new video on how to effectively change these inner stories that we have about people. So do look out for that. What's this? How to make my ex repay what he owes me. I would imagine freely having whatever that sum of money is. I would imagine it within your possession. Instead of imagining your ex actually paying you this money, instead of imagining how on earth are they going to have the money, how on earth are they going to actually be kind enough to do it, instead just imagine possessing it. Like, if you want something, imagine already having it, imagine what you're going to do with this money, give thanks for it, and leave it at that. Like, you don't have to, like, if someone owes you a sum of money, the tendency again is to argue with them in your mind, like, where's my money? Why haven't you given me my money yet? Blah, 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 blah. Try to stop that inner chatter and instead just have uplifting conversations with this person. For example, what does this ex mean to you now in your life now that they've repaid this money? Uh-huh. Best way to manifest a specific person. Well, I think that there's so many different ways you could do it. I think that whenever this person comes to mind, imagine the type of relationship that you want with them. When you hear their voice in your mind, imagine them saying the words you desire to hear. Don't judge what you think they can be thinking about right now, or, that they're not thinking of you, because you really don't know either way. You're not in someone else's mind. So it could surprise you that someone could be thinking more uplifting things about you than you give them credit for. Okay, it looks like we're talking about zodiac signs over there. That's exciting. I'm an Aquarius. I think Aquarius is the best sign, but, I'm just biased because I am one. I do like astrology. I don't think it predicts the future. I think it's a fun way of labeling personalities, and I think it's cool. But again, I don't think that it's predicting the future, and I would definitely strongly advise against astrological predictions for the future because, again, all the predictions are within you. And we have some moving light. I don't know if you noticed at the beginning of this video, there was like a shadow on my face. Now my face is being totally illumined by the light. My teeth look really, really bright right now. It's kind of neat. Anyways, can't do anything about the light. Just kind of got to work with it. Can't actually get up and close the curtain right now, so I just kind of got to look away. I do want to mention sometimes I do have my sunglasses on in videos, and I'm not trying to hide my eyes from you. My eyes are super sensitive, so I have a really hard time with light. So, I mean, I hope you like my sunglasses. A lot of people have given me compliments on them. I like those big cat eye sunglasses. In any case, I wish I had some sunglasses right now, but there's none right now. Okay, just gonna have to go with it. And if you are just joining us, we are having a fun live session where I am answering your questions live. And I do plan on holding many of these sessions. So if you want to be included in the next one, they're unplanned. I don't even know where I'm going to be holding them. It's whenever I have the moment to spend at least a half an hour with you all. And to be included, you just have to subscribe, hit that bell icon so you can be notified. Because otherwise, maybe you'll just be checking and maybe you'll find out, but maybe you won't. So if you want to be guaranteed that you'll know, that's really the only way to do it. If you do want to work with me one-on-one, VeronicaIsles.com is the place to go. I do one-on-one coaching specifically tailored to your needs. I will help identify the weak spots that you are needing to improve upon so that you can reach your goals, whether it's a specific person, a sum of money, dream career, weight loss, whatever you want. I will help you. I've transformed my own life through the use of the law of attraction, conscious manifesting, and I know it can help you too. So I'm happy to help. VeronicaIsles.com is the place to go. VeronicaIsles@gmail.com is the way to contact me. Okay, let's take some more questions. How to let go of anger? Well, I think that anger doesn't serve you. You're usually angry because something happened in the past that either hurt you, wronged you, you didn't like. But if you continue to hold on to that anger, again, the universe is going to give you whatever you focus on. So if you are holding on to that anger, you're going to attract more things to be angry about. Now, it's okay if you want to spend like an hour and say, you know what, I deserve to feel this anger. I am validated in feeling it. I'm just going to give myself this hour to feel angry. Grr, angry. That was my best angry voice. It wasn't that menacing. Anyways, if you want to be angry for like an hour, spend time to yourself, be angry, shout in a pillow, get it out of your system. Because you probably are valid in being angry about whatever it is that happened to you, this past experience. But after that, you've got to let it go. Like, you can't hold on to it. What's it going to do for you? Like, holding on to this anger, what on earth is that going to help? Like, it's not going to help make things better. If someone owes you an apology, like, it's not going to attract that apology. It's just not. Um, you have to forgive the past, make peace with it in order to draw a better future, to draw making, someone making amends with you, making things up to you. Like, you being angry just keeps you in the place of being the victim. And I know as humans, for some reason, we like to play the victim role. I don't know why we're just drawn to being that victim. It's kind of strange, but ask yourself, you know what? Whatever this is that's making me angry, am I willing to throw it in like a fictional garbage can, hit the delete button, and have it vanish? Like, I will never revisit these old memories that make me angry. Am I at the point where I can actually do that, where I can actually let go of it? And I find because I've had things in the past before that made me angry, and the only way that I was able to heal and was able to have these things be made better was when I said to myself, you know what? I am fully ready to let go of these angry, hurtful things. I am fully ready to never revisit them in my mind, to never replay them over and over again like a broken record. I am ready to just be done with them. I don't ever have to revisit these things ever again. I am in control of my own mind. I can make peace with the past. I can focus on healing. I can focus on things that make me feel happy, make me feel comfort, make me feel full of joy. And that's how things are made better. That's how that person apologizes. Not by focusing on the anger, but by focusing on the healing. And that's how the magic and the miracles happen. Okay. I am a thirsty person. I do drink like 5 of these per day. Water. I do refill this water bottle because I do not like plastic. So I buy one water bottle and then I use it for like a year because I do not like plastic, and then I recycle it. I'm all about recycling, and I'm all about reusing, and I'm all about making use for things. Because it's the best way to be. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel like you're making a contribution back. Like when you go to the grocery store, bring your own bags. Like you don't want more of those plastic bags or even paper bags. Like bring your own bags. That's such a great feeling. Like not to be contributing to waste and to recycle. Like it's really good. What if it's been 20 years on something, no results? When it's been that long? First of all, I would remind yourself, even though it's been that long, that things can actually still change. You are not condemned to live the rest of your life in this lack. Now, I had certain issues that were plaguing me for years and years and years and years. And I'm happy to say that I was able to successfully break through in those things. And the advice that I give in the videos, the advice that I'm giving you right now are things I've personally done. So I know they work. And I know that in those 20 years, you've probably been telling yourself the same sob stories, the same stories of lack. I know this because I was doing it. I was telling myself that I was not deserving to be in a loving relationship, that everybody else got to be in these loving relationships except for me. Except for me, because I was the, defective one, that there was something wrong with me. And stop seeing yourself as an outsider on whatever this experience is. It could even be money, it could be success, it could be beauty, it could be health, it could be anything. I used to tell this sob story that I had to work 3 to 4 jobs. I could never have a day off. I had to work every single day. Never could go on a vacation, had to work minimum wage for someone else, that it had to be hard, that, I wasn't putting in a good day's work unless it was hard. We have all these strange limiting society beliefs that society gives us, like, you know, strange, you got to live a hard life or otherwise you're a bad person. And I don't know what has been plaguing you for these last 20 years, but I know that you have to break out of the current mold of thinking. There are things that you've been doing for the last 20 years. Otherwise, you would have broken through already. And you can definitely remedy these things. Like you're not a lost cause. It's not beyond hope. It's not beyond fixing. It's not beyond salvaging. Start fresh as if you are a brand new person entering this earth. You have no past. None at all. Zero, zilch, no past, good or bad. You are starting fresh. You're going to write the story of your future, the story of your life. Then you're not going to become resentful or wonder where it is or why hasn't it happened yet. You're just going to live as this person. No matter what comes your way, be determined, determined, determined. Keep going forth. And before you know it, little tiny glimmers of hope start. And then they flourish into bigger things and even bigger. And it just keeps multiplying. But I think one of the most important things as a mantra is it can still happen for me. It can still change. 20 years is a long time, but I can live in abundance for the next 40 years, and then I won't even remember those 20 years of lack. When manifesting a specific person, if I'm living in the end, should I continue with affirmations? Let me scroll back up. Continue with affirmations and scripting. Does that delay it or completely let it go? Now, different people might have different opinions or ideas. My idea of letting go is not stopping affirmations and scripting. It's about having a good balance as to how often you do these things. So you never want to do affirmations and scripting all the time because as we talked about earlier in this video, you're not allowing room to get the result. All you're doing is living a life of affirmations and scripting. And when can the universe deliver? When can you actually experience the results? So think about it like you're living your life, you're doing affirmations and scripting. You can't do it all the time. Good, healthy balance as to how often you're doing these things. Now, letting go is in living in the end. is about a feeling of having these things. Affirmations and scripting can give you a feeling of having. Like, I have these things, I have abundance, they are mine. So I wouldn't say to stop doing these things, but you have it in the right perspective. You don't feel the need to do it every day. You don't even feel like you even need to do more of it. You're just doing it because of the beautiful feeling that it gives you. So it's giving you this beautiful, wonderful, lovely feeling. And that's why you're doing it. You're not doing it for the result. You're not doing it because you have to. You're doing it because you want to. You feel inspired. Living in the end result is not about mimicking every single point of what your life would be like. Like, you're no longer watching a law of attraction video because you already have it. Like, that's not it. It's about already feeling abundant and not feeling any of that lack. Like, that lack is gone. Gone. All right, so we are going to close up for today. If you are just joining me now and you want to be included in the next live session, all you got to do is subscribe, hit that bell icon to be notified, and you will get a ding on your phone and you will know exactly when I go online live next. Now, I'm not announcing when I go online live next because I don't even know. It could be anytime. My schedule is very all over the place. Whenever I get the time, it could be the morning, it could be the evening, it could be the middle of the night. It could be any time. But I do want to say that I plan on doing these often. I like answering your questions live. They help me have information as to what my new videos should be about. I did post some that will be scheduled for I think there's one on Wednesday about how to attract a crush and to not feel like they are better than you. So how to get your crush to be obsessed with you as opposed to you just being obsessed with your crush. I uploaded another one for Friday, I believe. Can't even remember which ones I uploaded, but more are coming. And thank you so much for attending this. VeronicaIsles@gmail.com is how to contact me. My website where you can get one-on-one coaching, VeronicaIsles.com. I also have personalized meditations you can order there. I'm on Instagram, Veronica Isles. I have 5 ebooks on Amazon. Almost forgot about that. You can preview them as well. I hope you have a lovely day, and I hope you can join me in my next live session. Wishing you all the best.